I nearly got left at a massive international airport at 6:30 in the morning. Oh my god! What, you may ask? Well, this is the first part in a series of storytime videos because I do have a few to share. Not all of them may be interesting, but I don't really care. So you just get to enjoy these. Let's go. So this beautiful incident took place a year ago. I actually happen to remember the exact date. It was March 12th, 2022. And I was flying from Bangalore to Mumbai. Why, you may ask? Well, I'd completed my 10th grade board examinations from IGCSE and I basically had 3 months of vacation. I was due to do an internship from April to June, which, spoiler alert, I did complete. But I decided I'd like to fly to Mumbai for 10 days just to meet some friends that were there and be back in time for this internship. So my dad, in all absolute bravery, and with his genius brain, booked me on a plane for 7 in the morning. Wonderful. First of all, let me just quickly digress by saying morning planes are horrible because you have to wake up so early in the morning.
Say what?
That said, the road to the airport is beautiful in Bangalore. If you ever come to India and if you ever come to Bangalore, take a drive on that road just for the heck of it. It is absolutely wonderful, and listening to metal while my dad hit 120 on the speedometer on that road is just a different level. Anyway, we reached the airport at 6 and my parents dropped me off with an escort. The way these airports work is that I have an escort that escorts me through security check-in and through the boarding process to the gate. And then at the gate, I am left alone, and once boarding begins, I have another escort that escorts me onto the plane, into my seat, puts my luggage in the overhead bin, and then leaves the aircraft for good. And you gotta understand that Bangalore International Airport is massive. It is one of India's largest airports. And I don't mean airports, it is one of India's largest international airports. It is huge, and there are planes coming from everywhere, even across the pond from the US. Well, that's not across the pond, but whatever. From the US coming into Bangalore. It is really, really busy. So I take a flight with Go Air, and I'm going to name them because I want to call them out. We go through the security check. Everything's great. The person's actually telling me about how there are food stalls to my left, which I clearly remember. Don't ask me why. And he drops me at the gate. And I'm chilling at the gate. In fact, you can actually see my tweets on my Twitter account from this time if you are so courageous as to scroll back through them.
Okay.
I wouldn't, but you can. Half an hour goes by, 40 minutes go by. Boarding's supposed to happen at 6:55. It's 7:10. I am now panicking. I have no idea what to do. I call my dad up and he goes, "Pranav, it's all right. It's now their problem."
That was legitness. Yeah, it was.
I tweet about this saying, this is so weird because this has never happened before. 10 minutes later, I kid you not, 10 minutes later, a guy starts running around the entire gate.
You serious?
Yelling out last call for Mumbai on the Go Air flight. I go into panic mode. I run up to him and I'm like, "Hello, I need assistance." And that's when they decide to board me on the plane. Essentially, they almost left me there at the airport without an escort, and had that fellow not run around and had I not heard him, I would have missed my flight. I actually talk about this and the negative connotations it could have in the first Blind Life Talks episode. I'll link that in the description. But the story doesn't end there. I land in Mumbai, and the person who's come to fetch me, he knows about the story because my dad told him. And he is losing it. He's blowing up. He is absolutely going haywire. He's trying to get into the Go First Go Air office to complain. Right? That doesn't happen. So we go back on to his home, and he's just lost all his marbles. He's like, we should make a complaint, we should get a refund, yada 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 yada. Right? We reach his home, and I'm pissed too. So I go on Twitter, which is my only outlet because I wasn't dating anyone back then.
FBI, open up!
To be clear, I'm not dating anyone either right now. I go on Twitter and I blast the heck out of gophers. I even go as far as to say I do not recommend them. And would you believe it, they reach out to me immediately, right, with an email saying that this won't happen from the next time and that they are ready to process a refund. It doesn't really matter. It's something that's very easy for gophers to pay, but it doesn't really teach them a lesson. And so I tell them not to do this again, and since then I haven't been recommending the airline. I still don't though, and if you're visually impaired, I would just say fly on Vistara or Air India if you're in India. Much safer options. Well, that's my quick story, and hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to know your aircraft stories though. Let me know in the comments down below. So I'm gonna go crash on the couch, and I'll see you in the next one.